All right, welcome back. Welcome back. It is your boy Book Urban here on another episode of Urban Topic. And today we got a very special guest, Miss Taylor Warren, the CEO and the owner and the fashion designer of the Look Boutique, fresh out of South Carolina. So how's it going, Miss Warren? How you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Hey, it's always a pleasure, man. We definitely want to make sure we get someone like you on our podcast and on our show and just on our platform to just express and explain your entrepreneurial journey and just give people a little insight in what the Look Boutique is, and so and just give you a platform to express yourself. So for people who may not know you, like, where are you from?
I'm from Greenwood, South Carolina. Um,
Okay.
Small town.
Now it's all good, man. I've been having a lot of guests. A lot of my guests have actually been from Greenwood. It appears to be a lot of good resources, resourceful people, resourceful business people, and just resourceful people with a lot of vision coming from that city. Even though we know that it is a small town, so we just want to say again, thank you for being on our show and just being here, man. So you're from Greenwood, and just give people a little bit more background about yourself, like so how you come up, and just tell people a little bit about you.
So about me. I'm just, you know, was a high school athlete, ran track, cheerleader, all of that. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I used to skip track meets because I used to get my hair did and stuff. So I've always been like a really girly type of person.
Okay.
Always loved fashion. Always loved just nice things. So that's me. Just always kind of been off to myself. Just really, I wouldn't say a loner, but I've always just been to myself. Um, you've just been really quiet. I'm still shy. I can't even believe I am doing this interview right now because I really am shy. So it's just a little bit about me and about my upcoming. I can't really say anything bad about it or it was hard or anything like that. I've just trying to navigate my way into figuring out what it is exactly that I want to do and who I need to be and who I'm becoming. So that's just a little bit about me.
Okay. Okay, Miss Warren, that's what's up. So you come from Greenwood, and then back in school, you stated that you was like the girly girl, but you was also an athlete, and so that appears to be a major role in a lot of the apparel products that you are creating, that you are designing, and that you are promoting and just selling and have a purchase on your with your boutique. So, like, what incident or experience sparks your entrepreneurial journey?
You know what? It's kind of funny because I actually always wanted my own clothing line. I knew that coming up, I wanted to be in the fashion industry some type of way. Um, but a few years ago, or we can even go back to about 10 years ago, boutiques weren't just a thing. Now it's a whole lot easier to get into and to do. And I always knew that I wanted to do something, but I didn't know where to start. I felt like it was going to be really, really hard. But honestly, it's not. You just have to know what you're looking for and the resources that you're looking for. And I guess I just never really had the ammunition behind me as I should have. Um, but I started off with a business partner. I was talking to my cousin one day, like, hey, I've always wanted to do X, Y, and Z. And she basically told me, look, I got this person who want to do the same thing that you want to do. So we ended up coming together and we had our first boutique. It didn't work out as well as I thought it would have. So, we just kind of went our separate ways. And then that's when I came to my own boutique and branched out on my own. And I've been on my own ever since.
Okay. Okay, that's what's up, man. And a lot of people don't really realize that, a lot of people when they see just moguls or just top businessmen or businesswomen that's out here doing their own thing and have their own businesses, have their own corporations and companies and so on and so forth, they don't really understand the journey that, they actually didn't make it their first time. You know what I mean? That what people see actually is like the finished product, but they don't see like what happened, steps 1, 2, and 3, where they tripped and failed, and they had to start over, and then they had to start over again, and so on and so forth. So what you just said is actually a testimony that's often told by numerous business owners and company leaders. So the look, I mean, that's a very unique name for a boutique. It's very eye catching, and it's also just it just stands out. So like, what how did you create and come up with the brand, the look?
You know what? One day I was just sitting. I I read my brain for days trying to figure out what did I want to name my boutique. What did I want it to be? You have so many boutiques out here, and all of the names kind of coincide with each other.
Hmm.
But I didn't want it to be, coincided with another boutique. Like I need it to be unique. I need you to know when you see this name, this is the look. This is not, oh well, they got a boutique kind of similar to that. Like who is that? I don't want you to have to search, and it's a lot of boutiques by that kind of within that same name coming up. So I was just sitting down and I was like, you know what? It's always people are always saying, well, look, shop this look, or you can get this look from here. All right, so now you're gonna get the look because if you come here, you're gonna find whatever type of look you're looking for, whether it may be something for, um, a casual date, um, a lazy Sunday, lazy Saturday, um, whether you are dressing up to go to like a wedding or something, um, whether you need some business type of attire, you're going to get whatever type of look you're looking for. So we're going to call this the look because you're going to get the look that you're looking for.
Got you. Okay. Like I said, that's a dope name, man. Shout out to the look. That's very dope. That's very eye catching, and that's very creative. Simplicity is often the route to take, and people don't really realize that. And the look is simple, but it's definitely effective, and it's definitely unique at the same time. It's crazy. Okay, so what are three principles that your brand, the look, actually prides itself on? Like what does the look boutique prides itself on? Three principles.
Quality, for
Okay,
one, um, customer service, always,
definitely.
and the ability to have unique pieces.
Okay. Okay. So quality, the ability to have unique pieces, and what's the third one again? Customer service, which is often goes unnoticed, especially when you're dealing with like a lot of major companies and major brand. That customer service be horrible, man. Like they have you on hold for like 30 minutes. You be waiting like months and months at a time to receive a piece. It's crazy. A piece of apparel, something, whatever it is that you order. That's dope. That's dope that you actually focus on that aspect of your business, and is actually a great resource for you when it comes to recurring and occurring revenue. So, as we spoke about earlier on your entrepreneurial journey, you said that you actually had a business partner at first, okay, and it didn't work out. So, what other obstacles did you face while creating the look?
Obstacles that I have faced, and I still face obstacles to this day. You know, I really focus on quality pieces and giving you fair and affordable prices. You
Okay,
know, because I want to give you sustainable fashion. I want to give you timeless pieces. I want to give you something that you can wear over and over again, wash it, not shrink, all of that. So sometimes it's hard. Um, it's a lot of competition, and of course, that's not always the focus, but you have to realize that somebody might have the same type of pieces that you may have, but what makes them want to shop with you over, the next boutique? And I feel like that's when the customer service and all of that comes into play because a lot of times it's not about it's not about what you have and what you're selling, it's about your personality.
okay,
um do I trust this person? How am I building trust? How am I beating the algorithm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram? How am I beating that? How am I getting myself to be seen? And with this so much stuff out here, it's hard to be seen. So I can say that's one of my obstacles being seen, and just basically getting myself out there. Another obstacle that I face is that I'm really shy. So talking to people and networking, that is always one of my weakest points because I don't always know what to say. I just sit back in the room. I don't always have a lot to say. I just kind of, just kind of be chilling. But that's definitely an obstacle that I face, and just doing everything on my own, being a solopreneur. Um, it gets hectic working my 9 to 5, um, taking care of my child, and running my business full time. So I can't stop. I can't just say I need a week off. I can't do that. People with business partners, they can do that because they can pick up the slack when one person is feeling down. But I can't do that. I have to keep going. I have to always stay on top of my game. I'm the creator. I am the marketer. I am the model. I am, I'm doing the finances of it. So it can be really hectic. And finding time to do a lot of stuff, um, like going to events, taking off of my 9 to 5 to do things that I need to do for the boutique. Because ultimately the goal is for me to not work my 9 to 5, for this to be my job full time.
I got you. So it sounds like it's a lot of hats that you wear in order to continue to just progress and be positive in what you're doing. Like you said, you a single mom, and then there's also you're a business CEO. You model your work. You also market and advertise your products and your apparel and your brand. And then on top of that, you work a 9 to 5, man. And it sounds like you have a lot of dedication, and you willing to sacrifice whatever it takes just to see your brand, the look, succeed, man. So you actually the obstacle is actually thrown your way. You're actually handling quite well, man. I mean, we see you. I know me and my team, the urban team, we see you guys. We see the look just constantly promoting and marketing like every other day, man. You definitely like posting new outfits that you have for sale or for purchase. You're modeling them. You have like very unique styles. Like the other day, I believe my wife was just commenting on one outfit that you put up that was like it was like pink, yellow, and blue, like a top and bottom. It was dope, man. It was very dope. It was very sophisticated, but at the same time casual. So I mean, that's a great look. So continue to keep it up, Taylor. All right, so we just spoke on some of the obstacles you face. What were some of the lessons you learned from some of those experiences that you went through and obstacles that you actually hurdled over? And what were some of the rewards, accomplishments that the look has actually gained so far in this short tenure?
Um, I can always say don't stop, keep going, because you may think that somebody isn't watching you, or you may think that, no one is paying attention to you, but they are. People may not say it, but they do. And you have to keep your head high. You have to keep going because you may not know, you may be an inspiration to someone, and they just might not have the strength to come out and tell you, or the courage to come out and tell you, but you just got to keep going. Um, you know, it may require less sleep some nights, but what is sleep anyway? So, you know, it's one of those things to where if you want it, you will do it,
Hmm.
and you'll do whatever it takes to, get it going, keep it going. It's not always a less cost business to be in. Like, being a business owner is expensive. Um, and you just, when it comes to, if you want to take classes, people are offering classes out here. They ain't cheap, but sometimes you just got to know what is your lane, and do you want to hop in this lane? Do you want to just kind of bypass it? You want to keep winging this? You want to get you some professional help? So that's just kind of how I look at things. That's just how I keep going. What is it you asked me?
Yeah, well, just what were some accomplishments that the look has actually had the opportunity to acquire?
Man, my customers, listen, my customers are the greatest. I have some people who lurk my site, waiting on me to release something, and as soon as I do, they buy it. So rewarding, the most rewarding thing for me is helping people with their companies. Like, when you look good, you feel good. So we wearing our clothing is helping our confidence. So if I can reach one person and help them, like, man, I had the outfit on and I felt like nobody could tell me nothing. I felt like I was on cloud nine. I just felt really beautiful. That's an accomplishment for me.
That's
And
dope.
that's what I want to give my customers. I want you to be able to look good in what you wear and feel good. So that's a good accomplishment for me.
Man, inspiration is actually one of the biggest rewards of a business owner, even more than the profit or the revenue sometimes, and people don't really understand it, especially when you're in this game to really try to, make your mark and have a purpose behind what you're doing, inspiring others to just be better or just feel better about themselves and so on and so forth, so they can go out and live their lives accordingly in a better fashion. That's an awesome reward in its own. So I mean, I see you got a lot of products behind you right now. Like what products do you have right now for sale and for purchase for customers to, shop for?
So right now, this is from the anniversary collection.
Okay.
Um, Celebrated a year in January. Well, February actually. But this is I forgot what it's called, but this is one of our blazer dresses, and it
Okay.
has the back out.
Oh
It's super
wow.
cute.
Okay.
Um, like you just feel real bossy, and you just feel like you come and you conquer the world. But spring arrivals are hitting the site um weekly. So new arrivals are coming weekly. Um, so it's like I say, anniversary is there. We just finished up with the Valentine's Day campaign back in February, and we just put some loungewear up. The two-piece sets that you were talking about in like the green yellow color, the pink and the blue, and I have black as well, but I just didn't have any pictures in the black. But those are now up on the site. But yeah, like I stated before, spring arrivals are hitting the site weekly. So vacation, resort wear, all of that stuff, that'll be up.
Okay. Okay. You're coming right on time. It's like you stay on the line with the seasons and the change. That's very smart. That's very clever, and that's very business savvy as well. Okay. So Ms. Warren, out of all of the products that you have came across that you've been able to put out and just sell and just have for purchase by your customers, what has been your favorite apparel product that the Look Boutique has had the opportunity to promote, advertise, market, and just have available?
My favorite would definitely have to be our Boss blazer.
Okay.
Um, it's a blazer. It has sequin arms on it. It's just all around beautiful. I have it in black, purple, and white. Well, actually, lavender. Black is sold out. However, I do have a black for you that I am going to show you. Um, so we have it in three different colors. This is the lavender. I don't know if you
Okay.
can really see it.
Yeah, we
And
can
this
see it
is
good. Yeah, we good.
um like I stated before, I mean honestly, the pictures do it no justice. Sequin is just giving really classy, sophisticated vibes. Arms on it, sequin, got a little stretch in it.
Okay.
So this has been my favorite. It's been my favorite. Um, I really don't know what to say because this is my favorite. I mean,
Why you
honestly,
why you like it so much? I mean, what about it is so appealing to you?
when the light hits this at a certain angle, you can't go wrong with it. Like I say, it just the pictures do it no justice. You can do a lot with it. And sometimes you have those products that people have to actually see in person
Yeah.
or they purchase because they kind of like, I don't know what that's gonna really look like. But this is a product that definitely will not disappoint you. Um, it's really thick, has a shoulder pads in it. And it's just all around a nice product to have. So I think that I'm going to do the blazer dresses like this that are coming out. But once it gets a little bit warmer, like I said, I have this in black, lavender, and white. Man, they're just beautiful. Some people come over and they pick up their order and they like, can I buy that now?
For sure.
Can,
Now
can I
it's
get
definitely
that now?
dope. It's definitely a dope piece of apparel that you have, that blazer, because it's very sophisticated again, but casual at the same time. It's like something that you can wear to like an event. It's definitely not any type of club wearing or like party clothing. It's definitely like sophisticated but laid back, like just like mimosa events. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Champagne events when you get ready to pop the champagne, day party events.
yep.
Classy.
You definitely are going to be the center of the center of attention with this. Like I mean, it's eye catching, like I said, and it's definitely one of those events that are special that you wear it to. So, I mean, you can pair it with anything, your jeans, a skirt, a dress. It's just really this your birthday outfit.
Okay, okay.
So,
Nah, that's
exactly.
dope. That's dope. So when it comes to the look boutique, what are your plans, Miss Warren, for the look for this year, 2022? What can your customers, what can your followers just be on the lookout for this upcoming year, this new year, 2022?
2022, I say definitely look for, you know, really high quality, sustainable, luxury clothing. Um, we're definitely niching down just a little bit more. Um, you know, I really feel like I've figured out what y'all like, what my customers like. So, it's just one of those things where we're just gonna keep branching out, keep embracing a lot more networking events. And yeah, man, just giving you some more heat. Just
All
giving
right.
you heat all year long. So that's what I really want you guys to know, look forward to, because we're not stopping. We're just gonna keep going. We just keep bring you clothing that you like, no arrivals, and just branching out more.
Bet. We definitely on the lookout for that, Miss Warren. We definitely on the lookout for that. So just on a little bit on the not so near future, what does the look boutique, well, like what is your vision for the look boutique over the next 3 year period?
You know, I don't. I've always been one of those people who say I don't want a storefront.
Okay.
I don't. But I don't know if in 3 years I'll change my mind on that. However, I would like to have a showroom.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes, storefronts they come with a lot, but I don't necessarily have a storefront, so I can't be biased on that. God might say it's time to open up that store and just kind of go from there, but definitely branching out more and expanding. And like I said, I definitely want a showroom. I definitely want to get to a point where I'm not just a model, where we can get people to come in and model and do things for us, and I just kind of sit back and just kind of
Just
not
direct the
necessarily,
business.
yeah, just
Yeah.
basically run the business, because we're gonna take my face off of it and get us some models who are reliable to come in and model the clothes and just kind of just basically have a bigger team.
Okay. Okay. Now that's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So as far as you as a business owner, and I know you treat the look like a child. You know what I mean? By a child, I mean like you're raising it. And I actually got that from one of my previous guests. That's a very statement that she made about her business as well. So like, what are the legacy goals? Like, what are you looking to accomplish with the look boutique, like down the road, as far as your legacy goes?
Legacy goals, I eventually would like for it to be one of those things where that boutique where you know their name. Um, I mean, some brands you just know, and I want it to be a brand that a brand that is well known, so people like, okay, that's the look. All right, I know what that is. Um, Legacy wise, I would really love for it to be something that's carried on. And who's to say that my daughter would would not like to run a boutique? She may want to go somewhere else, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a family business. but I would like for it to be carried along, and maybe, if I'm not here with it, then the name of it still goes on.
Definitely, definitely. You want it to be a substantial business in the future and just a foundated business as well, just a juggernaut. Okay.
Yeah.
So on Urban Topic, we definitely do this for the urban community, just for our peers and just for the ones that's coming up behind us, just like the youthful generation. And so for anybody that's going through this entrepreneurial journey and anybody that's out here that's a aspiring fashion designer, I like to ask, see if you can give them some advice. Like what advice would you give to an up and coming fashion designer or business owner when they try to get into this lane?
What I would say is stay true to yourself, get in your lane and stay in it. I wouldn't try to I wouldn't try to please anyone by just getting what you think would be fast fashion or trendy. I
Yeah.
would jump on things that you feel as though, you're passionate about. Like, I know that it's a gap in the industry somewhere. It's a gap and I'm trying to fill it. So just stay true to yourself and, get in your lane and stay in. You keep tunnel vision. You don't worry about what somebody else is doing. You don't worry if you feel like somebody is watching what you're doing or coming on your downfall. At the end of the day, you're responsible for you. So you keep yourself going, you keep yourself straight on the straight path, then everything is gonna come. But it's not gonna come to you if you don't work for it.
Okay.
Um, it's a lot of research, it's a lot of things that you have to do. But I also wouldn't not start the business or not do the business due to a lack of funding, because it is so much out here that we don't know about, that is on Google in our faces, that we just don't look for. Um, and I would not start the business because of fear. Because if you always have fear, then what are you what are you ever going to accomplish out of having fear and things? So, you know, sometimes people say you don't speak on things too fast, but I feel like you speak on what you know that you can work for and what you can accomplish. All you gotta do is do the work.
Man, that's great advice, Miss Warren. So just basically, just to sum it up, as far as advice for anybody that's aspiring to be a fashion designer or just another entrepreneur out here in this game, stay true to yourself. Constantly keep grinding and researching your craft. Do things that you're passionate about. Don't follow the trends, and just never give up. You know what I mean? Just constantly researching and constantly be up on your game, constantly grind. I mean, that's great advice, man. That's that's great advice. So we also ask this question. I ask this question to every guest, and I got to know your opinion. I got to know what you think, your perspective. Since you are from South Carolina, um, what's one thing that you love about being from South Carolina, or love about South Carolina, and one thing that you dislike? And the thing that you dislike, though, you're gonna have to give us like a way to improve it. One thing, one of each. That's all.
What I would say that I love, um, I work with people up north. People up north are rude. I like down here. I like our southern hospitality. You know, um, that's one thing I can say. A lot of times when you go in places, you feel like family. So that's one thing that I like about being down south, and I also like the weather. But you told me what I hate. I hate the weather too. But
Okay.
we can't improve that. But it's hot, it's humid. But I mean, but one thing I do hate about the South would be, and I don't know if it's just the South or if it's everywhere, but I hate the ability of our people to not be able to work together.
Okay.
I We got to do better. We got to do our collaborations. It's not always a competition. You got this person that you might think, that you may have stereotyped or you may think won't help you, might be they might
Like
be the reason
like
you
the
come
biggest
up.
resources to you. You know what I mean? It might end up being the biggest anchor in whatever it is like your movement is. Like people don't really understand it. That's great. That's great
Yeah, so
advice, man. That's a great statement. I agree with that as well. I agree with that as well. All right, man. So we get ready to wrap up this interview with Miss Taylor Warren, the owner and the CEO of the Look Boutique, based right out of here, out of South Carolina. Before I let you go, Miss Warren, please, please, please let the urban community know and our audience know just where they can find your products, and if they want to collaborate with you, where they can find you. If they want to get in contact with you, let them know ways that they can be able to reach you if possible, and just like where they can follow you and follow your looks.
Alright, you can find me on Facebook, The Look Boutique. You can find me on Instagram, The Look underscore SC. Um, Also, you can email me, the look sc at gmail.com. The website is the look sc. I had to put SC behind everything because I think it was something, and it was just kind of, it was like a too generic name. So a lot of my, that's another story, but a lot of my trademarking and stuff, it wouldn't just let me do it like that. So I had to put the SC behind it.
Oh yeah,
And
okay, okay.
yeah, because it's since it's such a generic name, that domain was like crazy expensive. It was like in the thousands to get that domain, so I had to put SC behind it. But so it's the look sc.com. It's a chat box on there if you have any questions. I'm pretty responsive to messages, being that I do work from home. So I'm I'm always on my phone most of the time. So you can always find me there.
Man, that's awesome. So you on Instagram, we got your website, which is the looksc.com. We got your Facebook business page, which is the Boutique, and your Instagram again is the look underscore sc. That's correct.
That
And
is
your
right.
email address is the look sc at gmail.com. Correct.
That is correct.
All right, guys. We just had it, man. It's a wrap. This is your boy Book Urban. We had the opportunity to sit down and dive into the Look SC, which is the new boutique coming out of South Carolina, by and owned and fashion designed by Miss Taylor Warren, and she also models her products as well, guys. Um, Thank you. Continue to be great, Taylor. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you for having me.
For sure, definitely.